Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm Mike Scott, joined right now by Warren Edwards from a company called TekPros. They can fix your computer, and they're also just starting now computer classes. They can teach you about repairing computers and working on computers and
anything they want.
Anything they want. Warren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
You're out there at Bullard and Minnewawa. Tell me about what you do.
We do computer repair. It seems over the years we've turned into electronic repair. So we do anything from cell phones, computers to receivers, tape decks, whatever they bring us that has electronics.
Tape decks are still around?
You'd be surprised what still comes through the doors.
Don't tell me you get 8 tracks.
I'm waiting to see one. We actually have a legacy wall that we've put up that has all kinds of different Macintoshes and everything, cell phone, brick phones, bag phones, everything from the past of the last 20 years. So it's kind of neat.
You know, it changes so. 8 tracks to cassettes to CDs to DVDs to digital. How do you stay on top of everything? And how do you know what's coming next?
I can't. That's the honest truth. It's impossible to keep up with everything, and we rely on the people that are around us. I've partnered up with other shops around Clovis and Fresno, and also the staff that I have expertise in other areas that I do not. So we're able to cover a much larger ground of knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to start offering everyone. Is every day is a learning experience. They bring their computers to us. We're not able to necessarily know what the problem or issue is right away, but in time we're able to figure those things out. And so, we've had a very positive response from the Fresno and Clovis community.
Cool. You and I were talking before we went on about how, we're very familiar with computers and Facebook and email, but there are people that don't even know the first thing about that and don't know where to go to learn it. So you're looking to help those people out.
I did. Recently I was talking on the phone. I think I was on the phone for about an hour with a customer, and they said, well, how much is this going to be? And I didn't really know how to price it. So after some little thought and some conversations with my employees, I said, why don't we start classes? So on the weekends, I'm going to start offering classes on Saturday, maybe once or twice a week. And it's going to be from the very beginnings of how do I plug in a cord all the way up to how do I put it together my computer and load in the operating system. So as time goes on, I know word of mouth spreads quickly in Fresno and Clovis, so hopefully we can use this time to get to you and have you come into our shop and start teaching you the things that you wanted to know.
Yeah. What are the most common kind of repairs you do? Just I'm imagining cracked cell phone screens and
viruses.
Oh, really?
Viruses,
really?
Hard drives, and a lot of the time video cards that end up going out in the computers that need to either be replaced or reprocessed to make them work again.
Yeah.
A lot of people are using live streaming videos and also YouTube, Hulu, and Facebook alone. All these videos and all this multimedia is very heavy on people's computers. So we're also going to give the education of how to maintain and a general maintenance of computers also.
You mentioned viruses. There are some nasty ones out there now. They can hijack your machine and basically hold you for ransom.
It's awful. It's an epidemic, if you want to say. The best thing that you can do is nothing really. If it's going to come into your computer, it's going to come into your computer. You're only as good as the yeses and nos you choose.
Well, the best thing you can do is have a good antivirus program.
It wonon't help.
And keep the definitions updated. Well, it's a start.
It's a start. It is.
Yeah, but if they want in, they're going to get in.
And I'm going to give this education right off at no charge. We really believe in malware bytes.
I have it on my computer.
It's been a great program. We use it at the shop. We install it on most of the computers that come in for virus repair. But there's an in-depth that goes beyond that of getting rid of the virus, so that's the real problem.
Yeah.
But once it's off, we put the malware bytes on there. We've got a lot of positive, and I'm planning on partnering up with malware bytes and trying to get them here in the Valley more. So
I have malware bytes on my computer. I have super anti-spyware. I have Trojan Killer, and I have an antivirus program. So
with all this stuff, I'm sure you got some pretty good help.
Did you see 60 Minutes last week?
I did not.
They showed what a hacker is able to do nowadays. It's scary. There's so much computer stuff in your car now. A hacker can remotely take control of your car. They had Leslie Stahl driving down the street in her car, and a computer hacker, with her knowledge, was able to take control of her car, apply the brakes, take away her brakes so she couldn't stop, steer the car. That is some scary stuff.
It is really. It's unfortunate that we are faced with that, but it is something we are faced with. I can say that it would take someone with far more knowledge and expertise to do something like that. That is very advanced.
Well, look at the Sony hack. They broke into one of the biggest corporations in America and devastated them.
That's the great thing, is if you don't have millions in your account, if you don't have something worth really someone taking the time and energy, or hundreds of people taking the time and energy to hack into, you're probably not at risk in that sense.
I'm safe. I got nothing they want.
Me too, right? Honestly, they're not looking for your, most of the viruses and malware that we see are not looking for your social security number in your bank accounts. I'm not saying any of them, but most of them.
What are they looking for?
They're looking for information, your habits. What time are you online? What are you buying online? How old are you? Are you male or female? They want to know your general demographics. That way they can sell it to the highest bidder. The person with all the knowledge is the one who wins, basically. And so,
why do they want to know when I'm online?
Well, then they know how to advertise to you. They know what to put. If you've ever looked at a website that you go to and you see advertisements on the side, have you ever seen how they're geared kind of to what you like and what you want to buy?
I know.
So, and you know about these things, but a lot of the public don't. And that's the distrust and the disservice that's happened, I think, throughout the years with the manufacturers not educating you as a consumer. So we want to help you out with that, and we want people to be able to feel free to come down, talk to us. And we find so much of our time being on the phone and in front of customers, and we enjoy that I think the classes are going to be very helpful, and as time goes, they'll grow, and I think it'll be a good thing that'll happen.
Yeah. Well, I look back 20, 25 years when I started in computers, and I wish there was a class like that when I started. I mean, I had to learn DOS and all that myself.
I hear the nightmare stories of people going and taking these 18-week courses. They're spending all these money on books and all this material that they don't need, they're never going to use.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to retain it because they don't put it into practice. And that's what I want to be able to offer, these small niche classes that are the beginner, intermediate, and advanced, that people can get exactly the knowledge that they're looking for in 1 hour or 2 hour class without having to worry about any of the hustle and bustle of everything else that goes into it and all the confusion. It becomes very overwhelming.
It does. All right. Warren Edwards from TekPros at Bullard and Minnewawa. Phone number, website, Facebook. How can folks reach you?
Yep, we're at 559-323-7879. We're also found on the web at www.tekpropc.com. And then we're northeast corner of Minnewawa and Bullard, directly across from the Clovis post office. The best way to talk to us is come and see us. We're very busy having us on the phone. I think I put in anywhere from 12 to 15-hour days, sometimes 20-hour days. It's difficult, so I'm going to enjoy teaching people so I can have less people having to pay for our service.
Cool. Well, Warren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
TekPros here on Central Valley Talk.